Hey, what's going on, everyone? Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. I trust everybody is having a great Tuesday today. It's your favorite girl, Isis Love, you guys. And I got a quick service announcement. So, right now I'm on two devices. I'm on my Instagram, I'm on my Facebook, and I wanted to share something with you guys. Really quick though, if you're just hopping in, I want you to just drop your city and state. Let me know where you're from. This video is not going to be long at all, you guys. I haven't did a live in a minute. The reason why I wanted to do this live today, you guys, is I literally just want to speak about my course launch and why I decided to launch the course, and a little bit about the course and where it was inspired, what inspired me to do it. So first and foremost, if you guys don't know, I am an author of a book called 5 Steps to Becoming Financially Sexy, a proven system to help you become more secure, right? And sexy. Who doesn't feel more sexy when you got money flowing into your house, right? When you have money flowing into your pocket, does that make you feel sexy? If money flowing in your house or in your household or in your bank account makes you feel sexy, right? I want you to drop sexy in the chat bar real quick, right? So the purpose of me creating a book is because I wanted to be able to help people learn how to be financially attractive. And what does that mean? That means putting yourself in a vibration where money is always coming to you. So what I did, yes, sexy. Okay. So, so what I did, you guys, is I took my first book and I have put it inside of a course. So I've created a course from my book so that my users can experience the book in a better totality. So in the course, you guys, each chapter, we're going to be covering a section. And in those sections, we're going to be diving deeper into what the book calls for. Now, you guys, it's very simple. It's some very simple steps. But, we have a saying. We have a saying in this entrepreneur world, like, the simplest things is the hardest things for people. Right? The simplest thing sometimes is the hardest things for people. But I really wanted to take these 5 steps and I really wanted to make it so super easy for the average person, to really be able to comprehend and really be able to do daily, right? What really inspired me to even write the book and then create the course is, I don't know if you guys know it or not, you guys, but a little bit about my story. You guys, I didn't grow up from a household that knew about money. I didn't grow up in a household where I had a silver spoon in my mouth, right? I kind of grew up, and I love my mama, but I kind of grew up in a spot where my mom had to do what she had to do, and she had to make sure she provided for us, right? And so, my whole life, I just really never knew what it really was to be successful, what it really was to make money, and what it was to even have your money work for you. Like, that never even crossed my mind. Growing up, even in some of my adult life before I got on this journey, like, I would have never imagined, right, how I wouldn't even imagine that money could even work for you. Like, that wasn't even a thought in my mind. And there's so many people out there that don't even think like that as well. So, you guys, flash forward, a couple of years ago, you guys, I was homeless. Literally, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I literally was homeless. I would have never thought in my life that I would ever be homeless. That would have never crossed my mind that me, Isis, can be homeless, right? And so, you guys, 4 or 5 years ago, I was homeless. I lived in my truck for about 2.5 months. Miss Tyra Smith, you know who was living in that truck. You know what it is, right? And so, after living in the truck for 2.5 months, I went on to living in a shed, you guys. Now, let me tell you something about living in a shed. It's not the best thing, you guys, at all. There was no installation. Where I was staying, it was super cold. So I always had to wear like toboggans on my head. I had to wear thermals. I had to wear sweatpants, sweatshirts. I literally had to sleep like that because it was so cold where I was, right? And I mean, this may be a little discreet, but I really want you guys to enter and understand where this book is coming from and why I'm creating it. So this is why I'm sharing the story with you guys. You guys, there was times where, I mean, there was no bathroom in the shed. Let's just be honest. There was no bathroom in that shed. There was times where I had to go to the bathroom outside. There was times where I had to utilize a little bowl, a little pee bowl. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm just being real with y'all right now, right? I'm just being really real with y'all right now, right? And so, you guys, that was the lowest point of my life. That was really the lowest point of my life. And I don't know if you guys have ever came from a family that, didn't operate in money, or if you guys, found yourself in a situation where you were homeless before. But if you have, I don't wish that on anybody. It's not great, you guys. So what inspired the book? Well, what inspired the book is because when I was homeless in that shed, my mind started to go. I had to ask myself, Isis, how can you get your money to work for you so you don't have to work for your money? Because although I was in that situation of living in that shed, I still did not want to work for anybody, you guys. I still did not want to clock into anybody's job, no matter what. So in that situation, you guys, I had to get very serious in my financial literacy. And so there was certain type of steps that I learned in that process of living in that shed. And those very steps got me out of that situation, you guys. I was living in that shed for about 7.5 months. So I was almost homeless for about a year, right? And I called it my incubation time because in that time, I learned that money had nothing to do with this, right? Money had nothing to do with this, right? None of this stuff mattered, right? None of this stuff mattered. None of it mattered at all. The real money was inside of me. The real money was being able to attract certain situations and certain people into my life, because there was times where I didn't even know where I was going to get my meal from, right? So some of the steps and some of the practices that I discovered, I put inside my book, which is also now in my course. And although these steps are very simple, it's just 5. I'm telling you guys, if you practice these 5 simple steps, you will be able to get yourself out of any type of situation. If I can go from living in the car to living in the shed, now traveling around the world, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but I live in Mexico now. And see, when I first moved to Mexico for the first time, it was because after I started to get into investments. I started to get into cryptocurrency. I started to pay off my debt. I started to just really get into stuff. And I also talk about paying off debt in my course, right? And so I started to get a little bit more money. I started to get some income in. I started to accumulate some income. But here's the thing. I was living in Cali, y'all, in the cold part of Cali, Humboldt County, right? I wasn't living in hot Cali. Now, when I lived in my car, I lived in San Diego. I was right at the beach chilling and everything, right? But when I traveled to Arcata, California, that's the cold part of Cali. And so I had enough money for rent then, but not Cali rent. And so that's what put me in Mexico the first time. So to be in Mexico again, living from a different state, living from, and when I mean state, I mean state of mind, right? Living from a state of mind hits a lot different, you guys. And I'm just so humble, and I'm just in so much gratitude. I'm in gratitude that it did happen to me, because it wouldn't have put me in position to be the person now to be able to deliver to you guys. If I would have never went through that stuff, I probably would have never really got into the financial field. Like, I always loved money, right? But I probably would have never got into the financial field. You guys, I learned how to budget and manage my money. I learned how to invest. I learned how to create a money mindset. And these are all important things that we need to go to the next level. So check this out, you guys. I don't want to be long, because I actually have an interview that's going to be dropping in about a week or so that's going to break down my story so you guys can know more about the story of, living in a car, living in a shed. But I did want my followers and my supporters to know why I have created this course, and the reason why you should tap into this course, the reason why you should buy this course, the reason why you should get enrolled in this course, you guys, is because, right? It's because you need to become financially sexy. Come on now. Money look real good on you, right? Money will look even better on you when you learn how to get that money to work for you. Right? So why do you need to join the class? Because you need to learn how to cultivate a money mindset. I don't care how much money you have right now. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have a money mindset, you're not going to go very far. See, a lot of people want money, but when they get it, they don't even know what to do with it. They just end up spending it on so much stuff because they don't have a plan. See, in my course, I will give you guys some references on what to do with your money so your money can start working for you. So check this out, you guys. Right now, I'm in the pre-launch stage of my course. I'm in the pre-launch stage. The official course drops September 3rd. So right now to September 3rd, I'm going to leave the website below. You guys can go to my website and use the promo code so that you can get the course at a promo rate. Now, after September 3rd, prices is going up on Tuesday, right? And so the course also has a part of it, or you guys can actually get coaching from me one-on-one. So we can really help solidify your goals and really laser in to what it is that you need, you guys. So, hey, look, thank you so much for taking the time and energy to check out this live video, hear a little bit about my story, know why I created this course and this book. This course and book literally has came from a traumatic place that happened in my life years ago, and I just transmuted that trauma and made it into something that can help this world. I made it into something that can really help people become financially sexy, you guys. So thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for everybody who's been following me on this journey. Thank you so much for everybody that knows the real deal, right? And if you go back on my YouTube channel, if you go back on my Instagram, if you go back like 4 or 5 years, you will start to see the quality of my videos was different. My hair was gone. My clothes was a little raggedy. I used to shop at the Goodwill. So, hey, the proof is in the pudding, and I wanted to make sure that I documented everything. So go check that out. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the ones that definitely do support me. And for the ones that's watching this that haven't support me, I trust that, you will tap into me a little bit more so that you can get this sauce. All right, you guys. Peace.